What's up, guys? This is Tampatec, and if you saw that thumbnail, you probably were wondering what the hell happened. Well, let me just go ahead and just show you. I broke my leg. Yep. If I'm walking towards you, it kind of looks like I lost my leg. But this is the iWalk 2.0. I'm going to talk about that later on. But let's just get this out of the way, what I did to myself, because that's probably why you clicked on the video, right? So I was at a trampoline park and I broke my fibula bone, which is my leg bone. And I was having too much fun at a trampoline park with my two boys, and I was showing off, and I had a nasty impact with my foot going upward, and when my foot went up, my toe pretty much kissed my shin, and I hyperextended my leg, or my ankle really, and I think I pulled some muscles on the bottom of my foot and maybe some ligament. I'm not sure yet until everything's fully healed. My bones take 6 to 8 weeks to heal, and then ligaments take a little bit longer, so I would find that out later on after my bone heals and they take this boot off. And so that impact caused my fibula bone, which is the outside leg bone, to shatter. The technical term is fracture. And so I had a feeling that I was injured, and when I had that impact, I felt like kind of like that sensation of your knuckles cracking, and I felt it in my body. Well, I felt it down there, and I kind of heard it, and I didn't think I broke it actually until the pain started seeping in, and then I put pressure on my foot, and then I knew I couldn't stand on my foot, and I was like, I don't want to stay off my foot just in case, because I didn't want my bones to pop out. And if that popped out of my skin, I think I would have either passed out or thrown up, or maybe both. I had a broken foot years ago, so I know what not to do. Don't show off and be like, oh, I'm the man, I'm gonna walk it off, because you're gonna end up breaking your bone worse than it already is, and it could pop out of your skin or misalign, and then you're gonna end up needing surgery, which costs anywhere between $10,000 to $30,000 to align your bones and put a metal brace in your body and with bolts, and it's not worth it just to show off and, yeah. So step one, if you think you're injured yourself, stay off your foot or stay off your leg. And if it's your right leg, legally you can't drive. You would have to call someone to drive you around. So that's one thing I can't do for the next 6 to 8 weeks is drive. Legally I can't drive, which sucks because, I drive. So I did go to the ER. I wanted to go to the after hours clinic, but they were closed, or they weren't necessarily closed. They were packed with COVID patients. So I had no choice to go to the ER, which is kind of a mistake because it cost me $1,100. Even with insurance, it cost me $1,100, which is like a ridiculous bill. But I did get x-rays, and they found out that I had a fractured fibula bone, which is kind of like the outside bone, the thinner outside bone, not your shin bone, but your thinner outside bone. And then so the ER referred me to an orthopedic doctor. But according to my insurance, only the primary doctor can refer me to an orthopedic doctor. So I had to schedule with my primary doctor, and then he really didn't do anything. He's just like, yeah, you go see an orthopedic doctor. Basically referred me to an orthopedic doctor. But I still, because it's a first time visit, I had to physically go in and see the doctor. And there he had x-rays, so he didn't have to redo the x-rays. And so I waited another day and went to the orthopedic doctor, and he looked at the x-rays, and he said he's better at looking at bones, I guess, because he's a specialist. So orthopedic doctor diagnosed me with an ankle fracture and fibula fracture. And he wants me to do a little bit of rehab. So he put me in this leg boot. Oh, and they don't do casts. I thought I was gonna get a cast, but they don't do that anymore. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. where they give out casts when you broke, your arm or your leg. They don't do that anymore. Well, at least he doesn't. His office doesn't. They put you in a boot, and he says it's better because you could take it off, take a shower, and take a bath. It's more hygienic, and it protects you the same. So I was like, oh, all right, yeah, put me in a boot, because I know having a cast, if your leg itches, that really sucks. You have to get a hanger and itch yourself, and a cast gets really stinky because imagine a cast wearing something for 6 to 8 weeks, that's gonna stink. With the boot, you can take the boot off, wash it, take a bath, wash your leg and stuff like that, and so it's a lot more hygienic and protects you pretty much the same. So I'm glad I got the boot. And at first I had crutches, and crutches are the worst. I hate crutches. I really feel bad anyone has to travel around with crutches because you can't do anything with your hands. With the iWalk 2.0, it's really a great little device. It was $150. Originally I was going to just get a scooter, and that was like $200. And it's kind of bulky to scoot around on a scooter, like a knee scooter. But I found out about the iWalk, and I was like, this thing's kind of cool looking, and I'd be able to use my hands, and it's not bulky, and I'd be banging around, and, I could throw it in the car. It's kind of convenient. So I like it. And this is the 2.0 version. I think there's a 3.0 version coming out, and it's more padding on the knee, more comfortable to wear, better straps, better adjustments, and more stability. Has a bigger foot. And but I wish they kind of had a shock absorber on it because the impact is kind of abrupt when you're walking around. That would take a little bit of a less impact on my knee. But I added some padding on my knee. The knee pad, there's like a knee pad in there, but after walking around on it for too long, your knee gets a little bit sore. But this thing overall is really cool. And it's metal. It has 3 metal bars, like right here, as you can see. And it has a handle right here. So if I wanted to, really, I could grab boxes like that, and then just lay it on top of that handle. And I could do my laundry. I could do the dishes. I did the dishes yesterday, did my laundry. So the iWalk is terrific. And if you wanted to sit down, let me go ahead and show you what it looks like when I sit down. I just go like this, and I can sit down just like that, and then my leg sticks out, of course. But if I was going to take it off, it's really easy to take off. Of course, if you get in a car, you have to take it off. So you just push this forward and out, like that, forward and out. There we go. So this is what it looks like. There's the foot, and it's for lefty or righty. And there's the metal bars. And you put this between right there. It's pretty easy to put together. And it's adjustable for people 5'2" to 6'2". Anyone that's under 250 pounds can use it. And then you can also push this button in right here and adjust it. Raise it or lower it, and it is beveled, so it has a rocking effect, which is nice. And once again, the 3.0 has a bigger footprint, more stability, and of course, anyone that has a leg injury that's below your knee can use this. And here's the padding right here. This will close in if you adjust these knobs, and this handle, of course, is if you want to hold on to it. And if you wanted to put it on, super easy. I mean, I can stand up and pee, no problem. And, of course, if I have to sit down and use the bathroom, I would have to take it off. See? So this thing's terrific if you want to be useful around the house. Crutches, I'm using the crutches for rehab because my orthopedic doctor wants me to use crutches and put slight pressure and see if my ankle's stable enough that they don't need surgery. I'm going to find that information out next Friday. But he wants me to switch off from an iWalk to crutches and put slight pressure on my ankle and just make sure my ankle's stable enough that I don't need surgery and I could just heal normally 6 to 8 weeks. And then with crutches, of course, you have to have your foot up, or what my orthopedic doctor wants me to do is put slight pressure down on that ankle and just making sure my ankle has that stability. I don't look like I need surgery as it looks with those x-rays. And of course, he's gonna do a follow-up x-ray just to make sure nothing got knocked out of alignment. This is an in-home rehab. I'm actually not physically going anywhere for rehab. The iWalk 3.0 has a program where they have testers, and you can actually reach out to them and be a tester, and they'll send you the iWalk 3.0 and you could test it out during your whole entire healing process, rehab, whatever you call it, and you'll be able to use that for free, and then you have to mail it back to them, and then someone else that has a broken leg or ankle or foot would use it for another 6 to 8 weeks. So this is what it looks like walking in the iWalk 2.0. Let's check it out. I feel like a pirate. You know, of course, I get a lot of heads turning when I walk in this thing, and I can use this for just being more stable. And with crutches, it sucks because you have to have these handles. You can't like walk around like, you know, if you wanted to grab a plate from the microwave or do laundry or dishes, whatever, it's really hard to do that. I would have to squeeze my arms to the sides like that and kind of like do one of these maneuvers. It's not too pleasant. You know, imagine holding a plate of food or soup. Imagine holding soup and doing that. You spill the soup all over yourself. And even with the iWalk 2.0, you can work out, which is kind of cool. Guys, if you found this video informative, give me a big thumbs up. And if you know anyone that has a broken foot, ankle, or a leg that might be interested in the iWalk 2.0, go ahead and click on the share button below, share this video to them. Subscribe and hit that bell notification to stay updated on the latest tech videos.